I was a physics major as an undergraduate, and I was working summers at the Jet Propulsion Laboratory in Pasadena, California. When coming time to decide when to go to grad school, I thought about continuing on in physics, but I took advantage of a technology and policy program at MIT to study public policy and how it affects science and technology funding. I later went into industry for several years working on the Space Shuttle program, and I eventually got a PhD in public policy at the RAND Corporation School of Public Policy. A long tour in government, both as a civil servant and later as a political appointee. And finally, I wound up here at the Space Policy Institute at the Elliott School of International Affairs. And so I bring a combination of industry experience, think tank experience, government experience to teaching of space policy and what it means for our country. I have several hours of zero-G time in 30-second increments when I was a lab technician. I've jumped out of airplanes, I've flown gliders. I would certainly be willing to take risks for flying into space. However, I would want to know that this was not a foolish risk. This is not something one does as a daredevil or a stunt. So would I be willing to travel to Antarctica? Would I be willing to go to an Everest base camp? Yes, to all of those kinds of things. But the industry still has a lot to do to prove itself. It's coming within range. It's no longer the subject of science fiction, but it's something which is still not yet open to really the broad public. But that's, of course, where both the industry and many members of the public want to see it go.